Hello YouTube. It's kind of late at night, maybe closer to probably going at 11 o'clock p.m. But before I went to bed, I wanted to go ahead and make my daughters some soup that I usually make them. It's actually a Mexican bean soup, and they seem to like this, so they take it for lunch and different things like that. Now, where I got the recipe from, and I'm not selling this either, but I figure this is a diabetic cookbook. Not that I'm a diabetic, but I don't want to get there. So I try to eat stuff that's low on the glycemic index, but also has enough substance as far as nutrition to keep me going throughout the day. Okay, now it's a very basic soup. It has not that many ingredients. Let me go over the spices for you here. I use about 1 teaspoon of cumin, about 2 teaspoons of adobo seasoning, and about 2 teaspoons of chili powder. So those are the only seasonings that go in there. I also have a 48 ounce, I can either get it from the store to where it is, it's already in the container, the chicken bouillon, the 48 ounce, or I can put several cubes in there and do it that way, and that's the way I did it today. So your seasonings are all inside here. I'm going to put those in here a little bit later on, but I just wanted to let you know that's what I use. Now the recipe also calls for chicken. Now you can make your own chicken, cut up in cubes and put it in there. You can put it in the Ninja, or if you have some type of pressure cooker, pressure it up, shred it, put it in there. However you want to prepare your chicken, that's fine. I use, as a shortcut, I use this chicken breast that comes in a can. I use 2 of these. Now, this recipe, I'm doing it double because my kids really like this. So what I'm putting in here is actually double. So if you only cooking for yourself, just put half of the stuff that I put in here, and also put a description as far as the recipe in the, as far as for single serving. And then, of course, if you want to duplicate it, you can do what I'm doing now, which is what I'm, as I said, 2 of everything. So one of the other ingredients is fire roasted. Doesn't have to be hunts, but fire roasted diced tomatoes, and you can see I have 2 of those. And then I also use 2 cans, 15-ounce cans of kidney beans. Now, my daughter's requested today to have a combination. It's the first time I've done this, but I don't see the issue with it. Kidney beans and black beans. It's a black bean soup. I mean, it's a black bean soup, so you traditionally use black beans. 1 can if you're doing it as described in the recipe. 2 cans if you're doubling it up like I am. But in this instance, I put in 1 can of red beans and 1 can of black beans. No problem. Protein sounds good. Okay, and I already minced up the chicken, or I put it in here. It comes in a can like tuna fish, and you just kind of separate it up and what have you. And then, of course, 1 12-ounce package of corn as well. Okay, so those are all the ingredients. I prepared everything ahead of time this way, so you're not watching me cook the onions, you're not watching me boil the water. So everything is already cooked, so I'm just going to add this stuff to the pot. It's going to be pretty easy. Now again, apologize about the cinematics here. I'm not well versed in doing all this, so the camera's going to follow me where I go. So you may see me jump off screen from time to time. This is going to be a short video anyway. Okay, so if you'll follow me over to the stove, we'll go ahead and finish this up. Okay, so we're here at the stove, and you can see my pot boiling. Now I'm going to add some more water to that. I have 48 ounces of chicken broth, but I'm going to add some more water because this is a lot of ingredients, and it's, this little bit of water is not going to do it. So let's go ahead and put this stuff in one at a time. Let's start with the beans. Oh, well, actually, we can put the onions in. How about that? I already sautéed these up. Some onions and garlic. Throw that in there. The recipe only calls for onions, but how are you going to cook onions in that garlic? I just find that to be real weird. So I did onions and garlic. Okay, so that's in there. Then I'll put in my my spices. You don't have to put it in any particular order. It's just whatever I'm grabbing, that's what I'm putting in. So I put my spices in there. Then I'm going to put my corn. Whole bag goes in there. A couple more in there, okay. My chicken. That's all in there. And then my tomatoes are going to be last but not least. Give me a quick second. Now, as I said, this is a double dose here. And you can see right now. And what I'm going to do is just bring it up to a boil. I have it on medium now, but I'm going to bring it up high. Bring it to a boil. And that's pretty much it. Now, as you can see, there's probably not much room for any more water. So I thought I might have to put some in, but it looks like I may not have to. So you can see the depth of the water versus the... So you kind of simmer this up, stir it up. Just kind of taste it to make sure it's everything. Now don't put the spoon back in after you've tasted it. Good, good. Okay, so everything's good to go, and I measured everything out. Sorry about the flame here. It looks like it's a little bit high. I'm going to fix that in a minute or two, because that means that the burner is a little bit off skew. Okay, so do that. When it comes to a boil, all you're going to do is let it simmer 10-15 minutes. You're ready to go. It's good to go. Thanks a lot for this recipe. As I said, I'll have it in the comments. Subscribe whenever you're ready. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Give me comments. And so this way I can hopefully be best prepared, or whatever additions I need to make, etc., etc. Okay? Thanks a lot. Have a good take. Bye-bye. Sorry about that. Just add a little bit to the end here. I forgot to put in the beans while I was talking to you. I just put those in now. So we got they were sitting on the side and I missed them. So you got the beans in there, the black beans and the kidney beans. So everything's in there now. And you see it comes all the way up to the top. So there's no need to add any more water. If you need more seasoning, you can always put more in. If you don't and it's fine the way it is, that's good. Okay, good enough then. Thanks a lot for listening. And I hope to reach out soon. Thanks. Okay, I just finished making you that fantastic Mexican bean soup. However, just want to make you aware that my wife also owns a food truck. It's called Mezidar Authentic Indian Cuisine. You can find it at Mezidar Food Truck. That's M-A-Z-E, like in maize, A-A-R, food truck. And it shows the description of our food truck in case anybody's interested in opening up a food truck to see what they look like outside, inside, how they operate, and also some hints and tips if you ever wanted to own a food truck. Now, she doesn't do it full-time anymore. She was doing it full-time for the last year and a half, but it got to be a lot of work. So in that video, I mentioned about her food truck and some of the requirements you may want to look at in order to open up, or at least be aware of. And on her website as well, she will be showing the techniques and the different foods that she makes on the truck. Now, since she's first generation Indian, this is authentic and it's good. We have raving reviews from all the people that actually visit our truck. We work on Quantico Base and the breweries around Quantico Base. And if you don't know where that is, it's about 35 miles south of Washington, D.C. It's a big marine base. And we actually contract as a vendor to go on base and service them. And we've been doing very well over the last year. But if you have a dedicated crew and you would like to open up a food truck, hey, I could think of better things. I could think of worse things to do, rather. It's a good deal, but you have to have the crew in place. Okay, good enough. Thanks a lot for listening, and catch you next time. Thanks.